Hello friends, welcome to our channel. We are back with an informative video. If you are new on the channel, just subscribe to our channel by hitting the subscribe button. We keep uploading informative videos on diverse set of sectors. Today we will be discussing on a recent news about our country's GDP for the first quarter of financial year 2021. It has become a big news and everybody has a question in mind that are we in recession? So stick till the end of this video, you will get to know about your answer with some additional information about business cycle and global GDP comparison. So let's start. So first of all, we have to understand about recession and some other economic terms. So recession is linked to GDP, and GDP is defined as the final value of the goods and services produced within a specified period of time, normally a year. If you want to know about GDP more, you can click on the I button. We have already discussed it in detail in our video in which we have compared the GDP of India and China. We have also discussed about real and nominal GDP as well. So you can go and check it. So recession is termed as a phase in which a country's GDP fall for 2 successive quarters because of the result in decline of trade and industrial activity. Depression is an elongated phase in which recession lasts for years. In US, when there is a recession in 2008, it lasted for 2-3 years and become a depression in which country's GDP fell at least 10%, and there is a economic and employment shock. So to understand more about recession, we have to understand about the business cycle. So business cycle refers to the regular ups and downs in the level of economic activity. It comprises of 6 distinct phases. First is expansion. In expansion, there is an increase in positive economic indicators such as employment, income, output, wages, profits and demand. It follows by peak in which maximum limit of the growth is attained and economic indicators do not grow further because they are already at their highest level. Prices are at their high. So due to the higher prices, the demand goes low, which follows the recession. In recession, demand for goods and services starts declining rapidly and steadily in this phase. Producers do not notice this decrease in demand instantly and go on producing, which creates a situation of excessive supply. Prices also fall, and all the positive indicators starts decline. Depression, as we already discussed, an elongation of recession for about 6 quarters and employment rises. Trough is the lowest point for the positive indicators. There is an expansion of depletion of natural income and expenditure. Specifically, the country suffers a very huge loss of employment and also the demand goes the lowest point. Recovery is a part which completes the whole cycle and demand starts to pick up due to the lowest prices. Positive indicators are also growing. There is a positive attitude towards the investment and employment due to the production hike. So these are the 6 indicators, and you can also understand this cycle through this picture. Expansion is the first and it completes the full cycle with recovery. So currently we are in the phase of a recession, and as per some economic firms, India in the next 2 quarters will show a decrease of 8.1 and 1% respectively. So it will be a recession in upcoming quarters as per the experts. So there will be many employment losses and many companies will also be getting back to their countries, and it will also affect India's future growth. So we have to see this phase because many things has happened. So let's go now, because we have understood the economic terms. Now we will go to the news. So NSO has declared the first quarter GDP numbers, and it was a shocker for all the people of India that it has fell by 23.9%. Specifically, all the finance people and specifically the economic advisors as well, they were not expecting that number, because India has grown in the last quarter about 3.1%, and it is the lowest pace in last 3 years, that 3.1%. Last quarter's GDP, that is April to June, is the lowest after we start giving the numbers of quarterly basis GDP since 1996, and it is the lowest in last 4 decades. So it's a very big shocker for Indian growth. So let's see what is the reason of these slumps. The reason behind these slumps we have to look into, that how it has affected and how these factors lead to recession. So one of the prime reason which government is saying, and we also know that from last 3 months due to the pandemic there is a lockdown, so there is no production, and majorly the food materials and medicines are being supplied, and majorly the construction work, all the things were on hold. So there was no goods and services, as we already know that what is GDP. So due to that there is a big slump in our GDP. But there are 2 more factors according to the economic advisors all across the globe, that there were also 2 reasons that lead to this big slump. Because before the pandemic we were also going down. We have gone down from 8% GDP to 3.1% GDP last quarter. So one of the reasons was demonetization, in which in 2016 November government has demonetized a large value currency of rupees 1500 that was accounting 86.4% of the total value. India is a cash driven economy, and if you have taken 86.4%, it will also halt all the economic things, and many people who are getting their salaries on daily wages, they are not getting that. And that's why on the informal sector there was a big hit in demonetization, and in further slides we will also see that how we have not recovered since then. We were declining since then, and this pandemic has pushed it and expedited the process of declining. So due to this demonetization, many things have changed and we were on the declining part, because the cash was not in the market, and Indian economy is more inclined towards the informal sector and not on the formal sector. So that was one of the reasons. And second reason was GST. So government in 2017 has introduced GST, that is goods and services tax, and many states were opposing that, because till then the power for taxes were with the state governments, but now central government will collect all the taxes and give the share of the state to them. But there are 2 types of states in India. One is majorly manufacturing and one is consuming states. So consuming state will have major of the GST share, and many of the manufacturing state they were opposing because they will get lesser share. But now due to this pandemic, and also there was no work going on and there was no sales, the GST collection was also at all-time low, and now government has conveyed all the states to borrow from banks on their own, because government, they don't have the GST share to give to all the states. So there is also a big problem. So due to this, these two policies, India has been on a declining side of GDP and was not able to recover from these two, because it has affected our informal sector, in which majorly 50 to 60% of our people work. So we will see why these two factors are the major ones through this chart. In this chart, you can see that from 2015-16 there was a slump. You can see here that there is a slump due to the demonetization. That after demonetization we get some things to go, but then in 2017 there is a slump and then we are declining. So many economic advisors, they have gone on record to say that after demonetization India has never recovered on real GDP factors, and one of the reasons is pandemic, but India was on the verge of declining due to the policy frameworks and also how they are implemented. So you can see that since 1997 this is the biggest slump of 23.90, and in future it will be very difficult to sustain because the investment will go low. Many companies who has come to India in 2015-16 because the GDP was growing, because they know that the returns will be there, they will also go because they know that in next 1 year it will be the same, as already economic firms, they have predicted that this year India will be declining. So it is not a good news, but we have to see other factors. The last slide will show you that how the other countries are affected. Surprisingly, China is the only country who is going at 3.2, and all the other major countries, we are currently seeing the G7 countries, and US has the lowest of 32.9 because they are the most affected, but other countries, India is the second. So you can see that majorly all the countries are on the decline due to this pandemic and all, and India is also in that list. So this is the major news, and this is also a news you have to look on now, because jobs will be majorly affected. Many companies, they will not invest. Many companies, they have their plans to invest in India, but now they will back out because of these GDP predictions. And also many Indian companies, they will also see about that how they will go, because there is no demand right now in market, and many people, they have already lost their job. So they will not go into market to buy anything. They will not spend money because they are already living on their savings. So in this video, you get to know that India is on the verge of the recession. India started to get down in recession, but now we have to look for a futuristic goal for next 2-3 years, that how we can do it. So thanks for seeing this video. I think so by this video you get to know about the reasons, what is recession, what is business cycle, how India is doing, what are the major reasons behind the slump, and also the global comparison of the GDP. So if you like this video, just hit the like button. If you have any comments, you can comment down on the comment section, and just subscribe to our channel. Thanks for seeing this video.